Today on Murrow News 8, WSU football prepares for their big matchup against the Oregon Ducks. Find out what Coach Dickert had to say about the top-ranked Oregon.
And it's election season. Find out what the Pullman Murrow candidates had to say about the election. All and more next.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Ethan Kramer.
And I'm Brendan Jin. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
The Coug football team is headed to Eugene to take on the number 9 ranked Oregon Ducks. The Cougs have lost 2 in a row heading into this primetime matchup on ABC. Coach Dickert had this to say about the upcoming matchup.
Well, I think obviously got a lot of respect for Coach Lanning. You can just see the detail and the effort and energy that these guys play with. This is a physical team on both sides of the ball. Experienced, polished team that's been through the wars. They're coached extremely well and they play extremely hard. So the challenge is real, especially going to their place. But what an exciting time to get back on track for us.
We'll have the complete game preview in sports.
For the first time in 20 years, a new mayor for the city of Pullman will be elected. Councilor Frances Benjamin and Deborah McNeil are the 2 individuals competing for the position. Both candidates said that the first thing they would do as mayor is mend the relationship between the city and community to establish better communication. Benjamin said his priority is a vibrant downtown and stabilizing the aquifer. McNeil said her top priorities are to take care of water sources and to responsibly build new neighborhoods to support an increasing population. City Council elections in Whitman County are coming up on November 7th. For the city of Pullman, Pat Wright and C.J. Roberts are campaigning for Ward 1 Council Position 4. James Everman and Craig Nelson are running for Pullman School Director for District 3. For more information, go to the Whitman County website to see a sample ballot.
Friday night forum, 6 to 7:30. The Pullman League of Women Voters is hosting a school board candidates forum. Candidates for Pullman School Board Jim Everman and Craig Nelson will be taking part in the forum at Neal Public Library.
The Pullman Good Food Co-op is hosting a stream cleanup on Saturday from 10 to noon. If you want to attend, go to the Pullman City Playfields near the overpass. Rain gear, extra layers, closed-toed shoes, and water bottles are encouraged.
It's Friday, which means Cougar Health Services Flu Shot Friday is back at the Cub. Students can schedule an appointment for a flu shot online in the patient portal. Before arriving, students should bring their Cougar card and proof of insurance. Speaking of flu season, our reporter Monique Ledesma gave us a little bit more info about the flu shot this year.
Alex is a student at WSU who's already been affected by this flu season.
I think it was last Thursday. I was going to bed and I was like, I feel like pretty good. And then I woke up in the middle of the night with a sore throat, dry throat, a little bit dry cough with it.
A sore and dry throat, along with a cough, wasn't the only flu symptom Alex had. He also had a fever.
I had 101 fever.
While sick with the flu, Alex wishes that he had gotten the flu shot.
I wish I was, because I do not like being sick.
One way to prepare for this flu season is by getting your flu shot. It's as easy as 1, 2, and 3. Although, because of the flu shot misconceptions, some people are discouraged to get the vaccine.
I'd say the most common misconception is that people think they can get the flu from the flu shot. And you really can't. It's not a live vaccine, so you're not getting injected with something that can cause the illness.
The up-to-date vaccine carries all the flu variants of this year's flu season.
4 different strains in this year's flu vaccine.
Aside from getting the flu shot, there is other ways to help the prevention of this year's flu season.
I think just like we've been learning the last few years, it's really important to keep washing hands, trying to be as clean as we can in that regard. You know, covering sneezes with elbows, wearing a mask if you're sick, and then you just don't sneeze or cough on others quite as readily.
Reporting from Pullman, I'm Monique Ledesma, Murrow News 8.
The vote by mail ballots in Washington will be sent out today. In Pullman, on ballots, they will vote for a new mayor for the first time in decades, as Glenn Johnson is not running for re-election. Councilman Frances Benjamin and retired Pullman School District teacher Deb McNeil are running for mayor. Councilwoman Pat Wright is being challenged by C.J. Robert, and Pullman School District voters have a contested school board race as they decide between incumbent Jim Everman and Craig Nelson. Throughout Whitman County, there are several mayor races taking place in the Palouse, Endicott, and Tico. There are contested council races in Colfax, Garfield, and Endicott. The vote by mail ballots will need to be back at the Whitman County Auditor's Office by Election Day, November 7th.
It's a bird. It's a plane. Nope, it's the Cosmic Crisp hot air balloon. The 75-foot shaped balloon, or apple balloon, flew over the WSU campus earlier this morning and stopped at the Mooberry track. The balloon tour is part of an organized marketing effort to promote the WSU created apple. This year's harvest of Cosmic Crisp apples will be in stores on November 20th. Coming up next, the war in Israel rages on. Find out what President Biden had to say about the conflict.
And the House of Representatives is still working to fill the Speaker of the House position. Find out the latest next.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. An update into the troubling conflict in Israel. The 2 million residents of Gaza are awaiting crucial deliveries of an aid via the Rafah border crossing with Egypt. The United Nations has called for a ceasefire to allow an aid convoy to enter. Former Israel Prime Minister said that a ground assault is likely in the coming days. Overnight, more than 100 targets were hit in Gaza, according to the Israel military. Palestinian officials said that a medieval Greek Orthodox church, the oldest in Gaza, was damaged. At least 1,400 people have died and 4,629 others have been injured, according to Israel authorities. And 3,785 people have died and 12,500 have been wounded in Hamas-ruled Gaza, according to the Ministry of Health in Gaza. Last night, President Joe Biden gave a rare speech from the Oval Office about the conflict in Israel. The president stated, "History was taught when terrorists don't pay a price for their terror, when dictators don't pay a price for their aggression, they cause more chaos and death and more destruction." President Biden is expected to ask for $105 billion on Friday, as well as $60 billion for Ukraine. We will continue to update you on the conflict as it continues.
Representative Jim Jordan has been dropped as the Republican Speaker nominee after failing to win the House speakership after a third round of voting this morning. The struggle for the House speakership has been going on for over 2 weeks.
WSU Police Department has been making it an emphasis to make DUI stops. I went on a ride-along with Officer Dylan Tiedman-Mueller to find out more.
Sierra 324 stopping. I'm Officer Tiedman-Mueller with WSU Police Department. I've been working here since September 1st of 2021, so just over 2 years. And right now I'm working Thursday through Saturdays, 9 p.m. to 7 a.m.
With Officer Tiedman-Mueller working the graveyard shift Thursday through Saturday on a college campus, it means there's a chance at a DUI.
DUI is you're looking for driving pattern. With that being said, any traffic violation could lead to finding somebody who's driving under the influence.
If you're thinking about drinking or driving, think again.
But a lot of the common things that somebody who's under the influence will do is, one, they won't have any of their headlights or taillights on, fluctuation in speed, so either slowing down and then speeding up and slowing back down, or vice versa, the inability to maintain their lane.
But for Officer Tiedman-Mueller, he holds it close to his heart for why he wants to make DUI stops.
My wife, when we were younger, she had a friend that was very close to her who was killed by a drunk driver. And so for me, I find it very important to get them off the road. Getting them off the road is important because on average, drunk driving accidents are responsible for 10,000 deaths every year. Officer Tiedman-Mueller had a simple answer when asked what his message to people is who think about drinking and driving. It's not worth it to put yourself or other people at risk. It's not worth it for you to get the criminal charge on your record. Getting the criminal charge of a DUI in the state of Washington means it will be on your record for 99 years. Reporting in Pullman, Washington, Ethan Kramer, Murrow News 8.
There will be a community meeting in Moscow to talk about the new proposed Home Depot store. It is scheduled for November 3rd at 9 a.m. in the Best Western Plus University Inn. The new store will be built on the University of Idaho land and will be about 136,000 square feet. The Cougar RV lot is loved by many, but find out why that's not the case for everybody.
And Austin will tell us if this beautiful weather is here to stay next.
Days, months.
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
Years.
I'd like to give you this.
A lifetime. Can rush by without realizing what we're missing. But it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
The WSU RV lot is a long-standing tradition for Cougar football, but some people are upset because of it. I went out to find out why.
The RV lot is an annual tradition known for its fun atmosphere on Cougar football Saturdays, but not everyone enjoys the party.
It's a huge disruption to my day.
It's a major inconvenience
Got the RVs taking up the spots.
Nicholas Hendricks is a full-time employee at WSU and is a Green 5 parking pass holder.
I'm paying, $600-700 for this parking spot, and I get kicked out Thursday and Friday and all weekend, right? This is my place of work, right? How am I supposed to come and do my job if I can't find a place to park?
Every home game weekend, boosters, alumni, and fans take over the Green 5 parking lot here, as well as every other parking lot on campus that over 6,100 people buy parking passes for.
If you take a look at your screen, all of the circled parking lots need to be empty by 5:30 p.m. on Thursday and Friday, or else you could get a ticket or be towed. And on game day, all annual parking permits are not valid.
It can be inconvenient, and it can certainly be frustrating. But we're here to support the event, just like we're here to support students. Part of the experience is being able to have a game day on campus or have different type of events. And unfortunately, we only have so many parking spaces.
On game day, if you want to park on campus, you can purchase a general parking permit for $20, but it is a first-come, first-served system. Or students can use their Cougar card to take the bus to campus for free.
Transportation services, we're not the bad guys. We don't want to be writing people tickets.
But if you do get a ticket, Transportation Services offers an appeal system up to 10 days after you get a ticket to try and reduce or drop the violation. Brendan Jin, Murrow, News 8.
This Saturday from 1 to 4, the Palouse Clearwater Environmental Institute in Moscow is having a free fall festival. There will be live music, sample foods, cider, and you can also get your face painted. Costumes will be encouraged at the festival.
Inspired Martial Arts is hosting a community trunk or treat event tonight from 6 to 7 p.m. in the Papa Murphy's parking lot on Grand Avenue. There will be a car decorating contest for the best trunk, as well as games, prizes, and food.
There will be a Boo Bash here in Pullman this weekend with tons of events to choose from. On Friday, the Haunted Caboose is putting on a grown-up night, followed by a fun-filled day of activities at Heritage Park on Saturday and a Halloween film showing.
Well, it's another beautiful Friday here on the Palouse as we take a look over Martin Stadium from earlier today. Austin, is that awesome weather going to continue?
Yeah, thanks, Brendan. Another beautiful day here on the Palouse once again as we take that look over Martin Stadium. Sunny skies throughout the afternoon, temperatures in the mid to low 70s. Might get some clouds and some wind rolling in later on today, but if you're going out to get your Friday on, wear whatever's comfortable. It should be pretty warm throughout the evening. As we take a look tomorrow, it's more of the same, right? Partly cloudy skies, temperatures in those low 70s, a little bit windier, but nothing that should prevent you from having a nice Saturday if you want to do something outside. As we take a look at the state map across the state of Washington here today, throughout the central part of the state and the eastern part of the state, sunny skies throughout, very similar to what it looks like here in Pullman. But then as we look out west, a little bit gloomy and colder over there on the west side. Now let's take a look at the 5-day forecast here in Pullman. Again, beautiful day on Saturday, but it is going to cool down throughout the week, Brendan, and we may even see a little bit of rain coming up down the way on Wednesday. Back to you guys over at the desk.
Thanks, Austin. I'm sad to see that warm weather leaving us. But, well, the Cougs took over the soccer pitch last night against the Colorado Buffaloes. We'll see what Margie DiTrizio had to say after netting her 7th goal of the season.
And find out why the Cougs are acing the season so far when we take a look inside of WSU Volleyball.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second.
Do you know who I am?
Julia.
This is Jaina. Into the future. I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those 2 girls.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at PE when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Hey guys, today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. Look. Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud that was.
I know, I
sleep
heard,
through that.
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Bacon.
Welcome back. The Cougs have a tough matchup this weekend in Eugene versus the top-ranked Ducks. The Ducks are led by Heisman candidate, senior quarterback Bo Nix, who has 17 touchdowns, 1 interception, and is completing almost 80% of his passes. The Cougs enter the contest 4-2 and have not been able to bounce back since their big win at home versus Oregon State, as the Cougs have struggled mightily running the ball. Their quarterback Cam Ward is looking to bounce back from a couple tough performances in which he has thrown 1 touchdown and 3 interceptions. The Cougs will take on the Ducks at 12:30 p.m. on ABC as they look to end their 2-game skid.
Cougar soccer was back on the pitch last night to take on the Colorado Buffaloes. The Cougs started off the match hot and put constant pressure on the Buffs' defense early. Finally, in the 23rd minute, senior forward Margie Tetrizio broke through for the Cougs, driving home a rocket just inside of the penalty box with her right foot. Tetrizio's goal would be the only one of the contest as the Cougs pulled back their lines during the second half to ensure that the Buffs could not find their equalizer, and eventually won the match 1-0. Here's what Margie Tetrizio had to say about her 7th goal of the season.
The goalkeeper was kind of off a little bit, and I thought that shoot it. I mean, if she ricochets it off, someone has to be behind me to get that second ball, and they know that that second ball is, we've been practicing in practice, that follow every shot that's taken, you don't know what's going to happen.
The Cougs will host the Utah Utes on Sunday at 1 o'clock and will recognize their senior class on Senior Day.
The WSU volleyball team is taking on USC tonight at 7, and on Sunday at noon they head across town to play UCLA. Washington State has been on a roll lately with a 2-game win streak as they look to continue it tonight. Both USC and UCLA are coming off a loss. WSU is 9-32 versus the Trojans and 7-35 all time versus the Bruins, but are ranked better than both teams this season.
Charlize Ledger-Walker was one of the 20 players named to the Ann Myers Drysdale Award watch list. Last season, she earned preseason All Pac-12 honors for the 3rd straight season. Ledger-Walker helped WSU to a Pac-12 conference tournament title and its 3rd straight trip to the NCAA tournament. The season starts November 6th against Cal Poly.
In other basketball news across the border, there's not a lot of love for the Idaho Vandal basketball team in the preseason polls.
No kidding, Ethan. Both Vandal squads have new coaches this season and haven't gotten a lot of respect. The Vandal men were picked to finish dead last in the Big Sky, while the Vandals women were picked 7th. Both teams get their season tipped off on November 6th.
That's right, Brendan. At least we got the WSU volleyball team. Cougar volleyball has been on an absolute tear. Our reporter Sam Taylor gives us a look inside Cougar volleyball midway through the season.
Jasmine Martin's season was over after just 10 matches. The middle blocker from Bend, Oregon, suffered an ACL injury early in the 2022 Washington State volleyball season. After 2 surgeries, Martin returned to the court to begin the new season and has already made quite a difference with 23 kills in 9 matches off the bench for WSU volleyball.
It's just so exciting. I just love being out there with my teammates and having all their support and the coaches' support and knowing that they believe in me and having them put me out there is just so exciting. Everything I wanted.
Martin was not the only player to miss a significant number of matches, as Shea Ruwright was injured too.
So I feel like last year we had all the pieces, but then with me and Shea going down, we lacked depth, I think, in certain areas. So having depth as a whole team, I think has made us stronger.
Cougar Volleyball is 15-2 on the season and home to some of the best players in the nation, including Magda Yelasheva, Pia Timmer, and Aman Isanovich. Cougar Volleyball has a long track record of success under 13th-year head coach Jen Greeny, a Cougar Volleyball alumnus herself and former assistant coach. Coach Greeny has led WSU to a program record 7 straight NCAA tournaments. Nonetheless, the 2023 Cougar Volleyball team is already raising the bar. WSU Volleyball is considered the 4th best team in the nation by the American Volleyball Coaches Association, their best national ranking in program history. But the team knows the job is far from finished.
And number 4 ranking in October, whatever it is, October 6th doesn't mean anything. And so we're going to just keep trying to get better.
In Pullman, I'm Sam Taylor, Murrow News 8.
Well, it's Friday, and that means another edition of Friday Night Lights. If you take a look at your screen, you can see the best games of the night here on the Palouse and how you can listen on AM and FM radio. If you're in the area, you can take a look at, you can see Moscow and Lakeland, Pullman at East Valley, Kamei at Potlatch, and Colfax at Asotin.
And it's a special anniversary on the Palouse today. Find out why history could provide a good omen for the Cougs tomorrow. Coming up next.
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
Well, it's been exactly 5 years since ESPN's College Game Day visited Pullman for the first time. And how fitting was it that the 25th ranked Cougs defeated the 12th ranked Oregon Ducks 34-20. Well, Ethan, how are we feeling about the game?
Well, I think it's going to go pretty well. I'm hoping the Cougs bounce back, and I got to have faith in them that they're going to come away with a victory.
Yeah, you know, I'm rooting for them, but we'll see how it goes. You know, the Ducks are a pretty good team.
Yeah, I know, and the Cougs have been struggling a little bit, and Oregon, you know, had a tough loss versus Washington, our rivals, and you know, I even hate saying their name, but
yeah.
Hopefully that we're able to bounce back and knock off Oregon on the road.
Yeah, but I'll definitely take it. So thanks for watching. If you missed any of our past episodes, you can catch them right here on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.